Here's the forecast from News 10 NBC meteorologist Rich Cornelia. For the overnight, we're going to have cloudy skies, chilly with a low in the 20s. Today, mostly cloudy skies with a high in the 40s. On Sunday, we're going to have a mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the 50s. This forecast brought to you by Taylor Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Well, I'm operations director and basically the right-hand man of the owner and founder of the station. I've been at that station now combined 26 years. Next to the owner, I have the next most hours logged in of working at that station. The station owner has been in broadcasting over 55 years, and I've learned a lot from him over the years, and he is just a great guy, kind of like family. Him and I have almost like a father-son relationship, which, my grandpa used to say, if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life, and that's certainly true for me. Way before kickoff. Okay, last spot.
Okay.
Family is very important, and my dad was really glad to see me do my chosen career. I always loved radio, and the station owner, Bob Savage, my relationship with him is a lot like my relationship I had with my dad, and I look up to him as a father figure, and him and I are not only friends but practically like family. My dad bought a pinball when I was only 9 years old at the time, in 1976. As I became a young teenager, my dad had bought the second pinball, and I started to open up the pinball and just try and on my own just figure out how to fix minor issues. I always loved electronics and electrical things because I was in the model trains. And so I always had an interest in how things worked. And I started to fix minor problems on the pinballs. And I kind of had wanted to go to school for electronic engineering, and the pinballs and the doing model trains kind of solidified that. My dad bought this one, and my love of pinball started with having this in my basement and playing it. In the early 80s, my dad bought a second pinball. This is also a 1970s model, and I've got my dad's dentist office sign above it as a tribute to him. His high score still remains on the machines. No one has ever come close. And my dad passed away in 2001, and I inherited these from him. One night, I played each of these games back to back, and I kid you not, I came within 100,000 of each score. And I'm like, I got done. I'm like, Dad was playing with me. Over the years, I've bought and sold a lot of games, but prior to the COVID pandemic, I had 4 pinballs down here. I had these 2, the Jungle King, and there's the Rancho around the corner. So I had 4 pinballs down here, as well as my bowling machine in the garage. I started to do work on these things that I'd always wanted to do, like put LED light bulbs in them. I just started to find games left and right on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and decided that, I'm just going to build up my collection and start having games that I've always wanted, and now I have 18. We've had our youth group here a few times, and even when I've had church meetings for our membership committee, After we're done, people would play some games. For me, the real payoff is just watching people enjoy the games, and there's nothing like having several games going and you hear all the bells going, and just watching the smile on people's face. I've always loved music. I started in chorus in middle school in 4th grade, started in band playing the cornet. Prior to that, I was born and raised Catholic. I used to sing in the choir in the Catholic church. Yeah, my dad raised us as Catholic. My mom had converted to Catholicism when she married my dad in the 50s. She was born and raised in the Presbyterian church that I go to. And she came from a farm family of 8, 5 of which married Catholics and converted. And I like to say that 60-some years later, the Presbyterian Church in Avon gained one family back. I direct our Christmas band at church, so we'll have Christmas Eve 10 a.m. service in the morning. And then for Christmas Eve evening service, I play in the bell choir, and my wife and I are in the choir, so we'll be singing at both services. And we're honored to light the Advent candle at the Christmas Eve candlelight evening service. Life is too short to not enjoy it. People often ask me, why do you have a lot of pinballs? And I said, because I can. It's a collection, something I can love and enjoy, and spend time with my daughter and family and friends. And it's kind of almost like, I tell my daughter, it's like her dowry. She knows she's going to inherit these someday, and she has vowed to never sell my dad's 2 pinballs.